Chicken Tikka Masala. A food so popular with us Brits that it's often deemed our national dish, a meal that constantly keeps up debate about origins and ownership, and a cuisine that quickly became cemented deep within British culture. I knew I had to head out, search for those origins, delve into the history, and ask the people of Britain, is this really our national dish? When was the last time you had a curry?
About half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago? I made a video recently about the sad decline of the British fish and chip shop, looking at how it went from the early days of it being the most popular meal, which was available to everyone, a staple of the British diet, to the modern day where it's unaffordable, unhealthy. It's a rare treat nowadays, isn't it? So in opposition to that meal, there has been a food which throughout the 20th century in Britain has just risen and risen and risen. In fact, an entire cuisine, and one type of curry in particular, the chicken tikka masala, which has been hailed now as Britain's national dish. When was the last time you had a curry?
Probably like a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you have?
What do you mean, a tikka probably?
Tikka masala?
Yeah, tikka masala.
Yeah. Is that like the go-to takeaway for you?
Yeah, I think so.
And also, one more question. What would you say is the British national dish?
It is curry.
It's curry?
Yeah.
Apparently so, yeah. Tikka
Yeah,
masala.
no, that's on the citizenship test, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way, I didn't know that.
That's something they ask you, because they say, is it beef Wellington, is it curry, or is it fish and chips?
No way.
And the answer is curry.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for
No
that,
worries,
dude.
bro.
Legend. Cheers.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. And to start with, it's brought me to Glasgow, where there is a restaurant called the Shish Mahal, which stakes a claim as to being the inventor of the chicken tikka masala. So let's go find the Shish Mahal and begin this investigation into if chicken tikka masala really is Britain's national dish. When was the last time you had a curry?
About half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago? No way, that's the quickest one I've had. What do you have?
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry, where from?
Cosma.
Amazing, that's brilliant. And can I ask you one more question? What would you say is the British national dish?
Yeah, I'd probably go korma.
Korma. People say it's tikka masala. But yeah, thank you so much.
Am I going on YouTube?
You can do if you want to be. And there it is, I found it, the Shish Mahal. Check it out. Hey mate, what time are you open, mate? 12 o'clock. Sweet, so they open it in 10 minutes, they open. And look what it says there, chicken tikka masala, originally created by Shish Mahal by Mr. Ali. So this is it, this is the restaurant that lays claim to inventing the chicken tikka masala. Right, there we go. Chicken tikka masala ordered. And I've just met the guy's son, the owner now, who lives here. So hopefully we'll get a chat with him as well about how it all came about. And you are the son of Ali Ahmed Aslan.
Who created the chicken tikka masala.
Yeah, so tell me that story.
Well, it happened in a typical Glasgow night, which is cold, wet and dark, and the bus driver came off duty and he was in a slightly irritated mood. So he ordered his curry, sent it back saying it was too dry, and at the time Dad had an ulcer, so he could only have tomato soup. So he was about to have his dinner when the curry came back, and Dad says put the soup in the sauce and heat it and put some spices and give it. And he gave it, and he loved it, and he came back the next day and the next day. So that's how the chicken tikka masala was born. It got more and more popular, and because there's so many people who've worked for the Shish Mahal went on to open up their own restaurants and all, so that's how it...
So it spread like kind of all around from people taking that recipe.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. And you're still popular, still busy today?
Still popular, still busy, and now we do chicken tikka masala sauces, so you can try chicken tikka masala, the Shish Mahal one.
The real one.
Perth, Scotland to Perth, Australia.
Right, yeah. So there we go, meal one done at the Shish Mahal. And they very, very kindly gave me a jar of the sauce as well. So I can take this home, I can give it to Eleanor, I can let her try it as well, the original. If you're in Glasgow and you want a curry, do go check out the Shish Mahal and try the original chicken tikka masala. What do you think is Britain's national dish?
It's probably something really odd, like chicken tikka or something.
Chicken tikka.
Probably the chicken tikka masala.
When was the last time you had a curry, pal?
2 days ago.
What did you get?
It
is a homemade one, Tika Masala.
This is just a quick message from the sponsor of this video, Level 8 Cases. This has been my favourite for just travelling around the United Kingdom, going all over city to city. Obviously it comes in the iconic wandering turnip colours, which is amazing. But that's not my favourite feature about it. I love this. I love that it's got this built-in lock system on it, so you don't have to carry around your own padlock. So it's got this really sturdy outer on it, which is amazing for keeping all my camera gear safe. But let me show you inside, show you how much space we got. Literally everything the wandering turnip needs for a filming trip away is here. I love all the compartments you get. So I've got my research books, every charging cable you will ever need there. This is where I keep all my camera gear. I've got my drone, I've got my cameras, battery chargers, my microphone for when I need to do some narration on the go. And then in this side as well, safely secured away. Look what we've got. Still in the Level 8 wandering turnip colours. The raincoat, can't go anywhere without that. This side as well has also got space for a smaller travel bag, which keeps all my essentials, everything that I need. I just love how well organised and safe everything is kept in there. So if you're after some long-lasting, smooth-rolling, hard-wearing, waterproof, stylish, safe suitcases, then check out Level 8. Right, there's the train. We're gonna miss it. Let's go. Right, welcome to the second part of this video. And it has brought me to Manchester and to the Curry Mile, which is actually the place where I had my very first curry when I was about 7 years old. I can still remember, I can't remember which one it was, but I came here and I was also bitterly disappointed when I found out that it actually wasn't a mile long, but it is an absolute collection of so many different restaurants from South Asia. So I thought we'd come here, explore the chicken tikka masala a bit further, but also just look more at how this food became so popular here and talk about the history. How did curry, how did these flavours arrive on the British shores? So let's do it. And already just everywhere around you can just see this food, amazing looking food. What have we got? We can't speak about curry without talking about the East India Company, which was the English commercial rule over the Indian subcontinent starting in the 1600s. With all those trade networks set up all around the world, but to England as well, those flavours, those spices started to move and come back to Britain. And it was in 1733 that the first curry was served in a restaurant in Haymarket in London. 1733. And then the first recipe for a curry, or curry, as it was spelt, C-U-R-R-E-Y. That's how my girlfriend pronounces it. She says, David, do you want to get a curry? But that recipe first appeared in a book from 1747. That book was The Art of Cookery Made Plain and Simple by Hannah Glass. That was 1747. Then cut to 1810 when the first curry house opened. It was in Mayfair in London. It actually went bust very quickly, and a lot of that was down to a lot of these East India men, very wealthy, had their own chefs, had their own people that could cook for them. It wasn't like now going out curry house, getting 6 pints. But yeah, that was the first wave of curry arriving in Britain. Right, let's have a little look. I want to find a place that does a chicken tikka. I really would like to see someone make it. See if I can organise that. The smells on this road are just amazing. You alright, pal?
Are you a YouTuber?
I am, mate. Yeah. Quick question. What's your favourite curry?
I'm married to an Indian lady.
Oh,
so
really?
I'd say chicken curry. She makes the best curry in the
Oh,
world.
really? Oh, yeah, it's
we
the best,
have
isn't
it at least once a week.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
all the best.
Boy,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
man.
See you. I'm making a video about like the history of curry in Britain.
Oh, so you come to the famous
So I'm
spot,
coming to the famous
Curry
street.
Mile.
What's your favourite curry? You know?
Pakistani, I get it all.
All right, yeah, you can make it better.
I go
Yeah.
Uncle B's for my fish and chips.
Oh, really? Yeah, nice.
Nah, the culture's changing here though.
Yeah?
You can see it's changing because at first it was quite a predominantly Pakistani area.
Yeah.
And now you can see the Kurdish have come in. And
Yeah, many
brought all
different- yeah, for sure, yeah.
100%. But I mean, I live around the corner. I come here all my life.
Yeah. It's
Nice
so
community
good.
here as
I
well,
was just saying I had my first curry here when I was about 7.
No way.
I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, that was my first ever
born
curry.
and bred Manchester.
My mum's from Manchester. I live just outside Manchester now, but yeah.
Have you tried the shisha bars or everything?
No, I've not. I've seen a fair few shisha
Are you
bars.
into
They're
football?
opening.
Well, not really, to be honest. I love my football, so if you're into football, you come to a shisha bar when the football's on.
Cool.
They don't close, so even when the UFC's on at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, like,
keep going.
This is like New York, the city that never sleeps.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
What's
day,
name?
Sign.
My name's David. Nice
Take
to meet you,
care,
pal.
everyone.
Yeah,
You
thank
too.
See
Can't
ya.
go wrong with them shisha bars.
Oh, I love it. What lovely people on this strip. Everyone's chatty, interested in what I'm up to. Interesting to hear from that guy as well, saying that this was predominantly a Pakistani area with Pakistani food, Bangladeshi food, and that's changing now. So many more different types of food arriving on the street, and a lot more shisha bars, which I'd heard as well. You got the giant worldwide food store on the end there, a steakhouse here, your charcoal grill, your SeaWorld restaurant down there, your Pitmaster barbecue smokehouse. So the second wave of curry arriving here can be traced back to, well, you've got to look at the end of the East India Company, which came from the Indian Mutiny in 1857, when people stood up and said, we don't want the East India Company, this very commercial ruling, to keep going, and that was replaced by the British Raj. British Raj went until 1947, which was still British occupation. And interestingly enough, my granddad, who was born in early 1900s, and he joined the army, he grew up in Manchester, so he went and he was stationed in India in his 20s, and I can only imagine this working class lad from Manchester, who probably didn't have the most exotic taste, arrived on those Indian shores and tried flavours that he had never experienced, and then coming back from that, once the Raj ended in 1847, he comes back to Manchester, things like spam, ragi pud, all these traditional meals that he was used to probably didn't elevate the senses like what he'd experienced in India. So I've just found this restaurant, it's called Bardez, where hopefully I'll be able to film a chicken tikka masala being made and then eaten again by me. So my granddad and loads others will have returned to Great Britain with these new flavours, these new tastes, and as well at the start of the 20th century, this is when we started to see South Asian immigration to the UK. A few curry houses opened up in London after the First World War, but it was mainly after the Second World War when it really started to kick off. A lot of the bombed out fish and chip shops from the war got taken over by South Asian immigrants who started selling their traditional food as well as fish and chips. They soon realised that the British taste buds were craving what they could offer, and they started focusing on just their home-inspired recipes, delicacies, with a few twists for our tamer palates. They realised as well that British people love to drink beer, so they started opening later to hit that market of drunk people who were really hungry, who could eat a lot of food, and that's not changed at all, has it? Wow, that was the coolest thing ever, seeing all that get made. Can't believe it! I came out today hoping that I could find a place that might let me film them making a chicken tikka masala, and that was just amazing. Thank you so much. Amazing, freshly made, before my eyes, a chicken tikka masala from Bardez. Go on, could I actually have a beer? Could I have a pint of beer? Yeah. I'll get a pint of Kingfisher. Go on, I said I wouldn't have a beer, but I feel like there's sometimes a curry, you need a beer, and this is one of them. Look at that. So with a further flux of immigration in the 60s and 70s, this led to areas such as Brick Lane in London becoming famous for curry, or the Balti Triangle in Birmingham. I think I might have the best job in the world. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. I really mean that. I'll give you a massive shout out. Thank you so much. The Bardez on the Curry Mile in Manchester. Go check it out. What amazing food. What amazing people. It was great. I'll remember this with the fish and chip video. I ended up just eating fish and chips all week long. It seems to be the same now, but with chicken tikka masala. Look, I'm not complaining. I was so buzzing that I got to find a place that let me watch them cook it from scratch. And that naan bread, damn, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Fair play, I did not know that's how they cooked them. Right, let's take to the streets of central Manchester. Let's leave the Curry Mile behind. It's been absolutely amazing. See if we can chat to some more people. So we've looked at the history, we've looked at how it got here, how it was made here. There's that claim from the restaurant I visited in Glasgow at the start now. There's a few other claims from other places to say that they were the ones that invented it. Some say it's an evolution of the butter chicken, which had been around for a lot longer. But I think that's the great thing about it, and it's nice to have these tales that allude to where it might have begun. And that place in Glasgow was amazing. But why do we love it so much? Let's get asking people again on the streets, why do we love chicken tikka masala so much? When the last time you had a curry, and what did you have?
I had a Madras.
Madras?
King Pro Madras.
Oh yeah, where were that?
Old school in Bolton.
In Bolton?
Yeah.
Good curries there?
No. The best curry was actually years and years and years ago called the Bombay in Bolton, and they did a tandoori chicken, and I've never eaten anything as good since then.
Really?
Yeah, it was because tandoori chicken is traditionally a dry dish. This was a juicy.
Wow.
And the chicken breast and the leg was so, and since then, as I said, I've eaten it in Germany, Los Angeles, Hong Kong, Spain, Canary Islands, Sweden, all over the place. I've never had a tandoori like they had at the Bombay.
When was the last time you had a curry?
Would have been last Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Did you make it yourself? Did you order it?
No, ordered it.
What did you have?
Just eat. I ordered it was a boona.
I had a lamb karahi.
A few nights ago, wasn't it, Vic?
Madras? Yeah, good.
Pilai rice, naan bread.
Naga chicken last night.
Oh really? Was that homemade or ordered in?
Ordered in.
I dream about it a lot of times, you know. It's big, because everyone will tell you who's had tandoori, oh yeah, it's a bit dry. You're supposed to dip it in the raita, you see, but this one you didn't even need to dip it in the raita because it was so juicy.
So far, not a single chicken tikka masala in Manchester yet. Everyone's going a bit more out there.
Does it count if you make it yourself?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
What did you have?
It was like a Brazilian coconut chicken curry.
Oh wow, that's very different. Can I ask you, what do you think is the British national dish?
Fish and chips.
You saying fish and chips?
Yeah.
Apparently it's chicken tikka masala.
Oh.
Yeah. What was your curry again?
A Brazilian chicken and coconut curry.
A bit more exotic,
Yeah.
but thank you very much.
Yeah, Madras.
Oh, Madras. All right.
Chicken Madras.
I think it was chicken curry, rather home. My mum makes it,
Oh, really?
That's the best dish I can have.
And I've been telling people about this all the time. Some people go, yeah, that's just like nostalgia, they're going to pass on. It's not, it was just out of this world.
Yeah.
How can you do a tandoori in a clay oven and it is so juicy? France, Italy, Spain, Turkish food, Moroccan food, no. That's the best dish in the world.
I love it, mate.
Gone.
That is what I wanted, to interview someone that passionate about curry. It wasn't tikka masala, but it was passion. And that is all I'm after, really. Oh, one more question. What would you say is Britain's national dish now?
Chicken tikka masala.
Chicken tikka masala.
It's got to be the chicken tikka masala.
Well, they keep calling it, say it's a curry.
Well, I know it is curry.
Yeah.
But when someone first asked me that, I said, well, it's either fish and chips or it's either a traditional English breakfast, and I was wrong on both both occasions.
Crazy. Oh, mate, thank you so much. That was brilliant. I really appreciate that.
I do gotta say though, take away like curry sauce with like chips on the side or anything like that, or if you're getting like a Chinese takeaway with curry sauce to dip your prawn crackers in.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely loved it. Never thought of doing that until my missus taught it to me.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah. Oh, mate, thank you so
Cheers,
much.
mate.
And that guy there makes a great point. So chicken tikka masala, we're claiming as ours as British. Other things, chicken coronation, we're calling that a British thing from whenever the Queen got coronated or something. I'm not too hot on my royals. But also, as he said then, chips and curry sauce, another great coming together. Classic chips and amazing curry sauce. I mean, that's one of my favourite foods on earth. So I'm so glad that he brought that up because I'd forgotten about that. I wasn't going to mention it. So not a single person said chicken tikka masala as their last curry. Everyone had gone for something different here in Manchester. I probably stopped about 200 people. 180 people told me to F off. 20 people said something, and about 10 will make it on camera, I reckon. So I'm not sure it's the most scientific study. But it said that the curry industry in the United Kingdom is worth about 5 billion to the economy. Now we're gonna go home and we're gonna investigate one more thing that's massive within this industry, and that is the takeaway. So looking at takeaways, but specifically takeaway delivery, and it's been around a lot longer than you probably think. So during the Chosun dynasty in Korea from 1392 to 1897, a noodle soup called naengmyeon was recorded to be delivered during that time. Then in India in the 1800s, you had the rise of the dabiwala, men who carried the box, that's the translation, and this was a network of couriers, and still is a network of couriers delivering food. But then the real change came when the first food was ordered via the internet, and this was a pizza from Pizza Hut in 1994. So calling up and ordering your food on the phone was overtaken by online ordering in 2015. They really have made it so simple with platforms like Just Eat, Deliveroo. All you have to do is push a few buttons and there will be food with you in half an hour or less. Every restaurant you know, every curry house, Italian, fast food place, they all offer this service and take massive advantage of it. So the video is going to take an abrupt ending because me and my brother, we got pretty pissed and we've ordered a curry in for the last segment of this video, which is ordering a takeaway in like you do when you've had loads of beers. And I've got my final chicken tikka masala coming here. Looking forward to it, and this will be the final tikka masala of the week. So hopefully it arrives soon. So there we go, the final curry of the week ordered to my door, and I love both experiences. I love going to a curry house, getting the full shebang, but I also love ordering one and sitting on my sofa and eating it. So I went out to find out if chicken tikka masala is our national dish, and it might be, everyone's familiar with it, but what we definitely are is a nation who loves curry. It's got such an amazing, rich history, and who knows if we'll ever find out the true origins of the tikka masala, but what we do know is that curry in general is deeply rooted in British culture. A huge thank you to everyone who stopped and talked to me. A massive thank you to the Shish Mahal in Glasgow, to Bardez on the Curry Mile, and to this guy. I hope that one day you do find something that is as tasty as that tandoori chicken from that curry house in the 90s.
I don't know if you like chicken, but if me and you would have been there, I'd have taken you now, and you'd have gone. Juice is the wrong word. There's not a word to describe it, but it was just so. It wasn't dry. It was just out of this world.
Yeah.